Have you ever stopped to appreciate the people closest to you, those who support you the most, and yet are often the easiest to overlook? Josiah Wedgwood was the founder of the Wedgwood Pottery Company, established in 1759 during the Industrial Revolution in Britain. Starting from a small workshop, he constantly experimented with glaze formulations and kiln techniques to improve quality, eventually building a unique and reputable brand. In 1770, Queen Charlotte of England purchased a large quantity of his pottery. Seizing the opportunity, Wedgwood named the product Queen's Ware and marketed it as royal tableware. It was a resounding success. He later opened a showroom in London where ceramics were displayed on tables and shelves, allowing customers to envision their use at home. He also shifted production from artisanal workshops to large-scale factories to standardize quality, making royal-grade ceramics available to the middle class. Using tiered product lines targeting different social classes, he pioneered modern marketing strategies that helped make the Wedgwood name beloved even today. But Josiah Wedgwood wasn't just a businessman, he was also a philanthropist. He is remembered as one of the first in the world to speak out against the mistreatment of black people. As part of the growing abolitionist movement, Wedgwood not only contributed large sums of money but also personally financed and produced over 10,000 anti-slavery medallions and ceramic items. These featured a black man in chains, kneeling with one hand on his chest and the other raised to the heavens, accompanied by the phrase, "Am I not a man and a brother?" He distributed these medallions, often free or at cost, to upper-class women, intellectuals, and members of parliament. When worn or displayed at social events, the pieces became powerful tools of awareness, sparking conversation and swaying public opinion. 20 years after Wedgwood began this campaign, Britain abolished the slave trade in 1807 and slavery itself in 1833. This may seem slow, but compared to the institutional resistance, colonial interests, and the fact that other nations like France and the American South were intensifying slavery at the same time, it was a remarkably progressive and rapid outcome. But here's the problem. While Wedgwood fought for human rights abroad, he failed to see the suffering of those closest to him, his own workers. His factory laborers often worked over 10 hours a day, sometimes up to 14. Only the most skilled male craftsmen earned above the national average. The rest, women, children, and unskilled workers, were grossly underpaid. Even skilled female artisans earned just 80% of what their male counterparts did. Unskilled men earned around 50%, and unskilled women as little as 15% of a skilled man's wage. Most could not earn enough to escape poverty. Worse still, a strict penalty system was in place. Small mistakes, tardiness, or material waste resulted in fines deducted directly from their pay. Many workers were left with wages that disappeared before payday. At the time, such conditions were common across British factories and rarely questioned. But for a man of such wealth, power, and moral vision, to fight injustice overseas while ignoring the pain of his own people is a contradiction we can't overlook.